The Australian energy regulator has confirmed electricity prices will increase by between 21 and 24% from July 1, just higher than the draft offer put forward by the regulator in March. Joining me now live is Environment and Water Minister Tanya Plibersek. Minister, thank you for joining us. So more pain on the way for Australian customers. Is your government doing enough to get those bills down?
Well, we know that it's not an easy time for Australian families, and that's why we have acted to bring down energy prices. We know that the price increase would be double without the action that the government took, and that's why it's so disappointing that the opposition have voted against energy bill relief for Australian families. As well as the measures we took to intervene in the energy market before Christmas, of course, we will be seeing families receive up to $500 as an energy rebate. And that means that some families with lower energy bills won't actually see an increase in their bill at all. That makes a big difference, but that's not the only way that we're trying to help families with the cost of living, which we know many are struggling with. We support higher wages. You see, in particular, in the aged care workforce, substantial wage increases. You see cheaper medicines, more bulk billing, so you can use your Medicare card instead of your credit card to visit the doctor. You see increases for single mums and students and others relying on benefits. You see free TAFE, so that people don't have to pay to go to TAFE, but they can also upgrade their skills, hopefully to receive better pay in their next job. Right across the board, we're doing what we can to take price of living pressure off Australian families.
But just on those rebates that were announced, given that prices keep going up, and as announced today, realistically, how far are those rebates going to go for the average family?
Well, they'll make a bit of a difference, and that, along with the sort of measures I've been talking about, increased rent assistance and other measures, will take a bit of pressure off Australian families. But we know that the longer term solution for energy prices is to get more cheaper, cleaner, renewable energy into our energy market. And if the previous government had started on this big transformation, we wouldn't be facing the problems that we're facing today. We want to get to 82% renewable energy by 2030. We're working very hard to achieve that because it's better for the environment, but it's also better for households and businesses. I mean, there's a reason that millions of homes and businesses have put solar panels on the roof. It's because it brings down their energy costs, and we've got to do that across the energy market as well. Also, of course, we're helping families and businesses to get more energy efficient. We're supporting cheaper electric vehicles so it can bring down fuel prices for Australian families as well. Right across the board, we're doing what we can to help with those cost of living pressures. And I think, Danica, it's really important to say energy prices were going up under the previous government. The difference is that the then Energy Minister, Angus Taylor, changed the rules to hide those energy price increases from Australians. We're being upfront. We're saying it's a tough time globally. You see energy prices are sky high around the world because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. We're doing what we can in Australia to take the edge off those price pressures, and we've been successful because energy bills for households and businesses would be increasing twice what they are if we hadn't intervened the way that we have. And it's a shame that the opposition didn't back that intervention. They voted against it.
We're running out of time, but the government, and as you just mentioned, keeps citing the war in Ukraine as one of the key issues, or one of the reasons why power prices keep rising. But what's going to happen then if that war does continue? Will we just keep seeing prices go up and up?
No, we have to become more energy self-sufficient. Like, Australia has the most incredible opportunity to be a clean energy superpower. By making the transition to more renewable energy in our grid, we bring down power prices, we become more energy self-sufficient, and as we develop our green hydrogen industry as well, we can become a green energy exporter. That's all great for jobs in Australia, it's great for our economic development, it's the right thing to do by the environment, and it'll have great benefits for Australian businesses and households.
Tanya Plibersek, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.